Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So in today's video we're going to be doing my project pan update. I think at this point it's like probably about 6 weeks late, and I think at this point guys it's about 6 weeks late, so there is a little bit of progress. I think so anyway, and I'm hoping that you agree. So if you like project pan updates, please keep watching. Right guys, so all my project pan items are in here, so we're just going to go through it like one at a time. I should really do it base and then work our way up to blushes and whatnot. I'm going to just put it back a bit actually and see if we can do that. So, primers. So we had this one in. We had this one in for quite a while. It's the Pore Refining Primer by L'Oreal. I've used all that up, so that's going to go in empties. And this one really isn't a project pan I'm So it's the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and what I'm just doing now is rotating through my other primers. So I'm rotating through my Radiance primers, and I'm using this in the T-zone. As you can see, there's a healthy dip there now. So yeah, it's kind of in project pan. When I use it, I think I want to buy the trios that you can get, you know, the smaller ones, like the travel size ones, where you get I think a radiating one, and I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, I think I want to get the 3 in the pack next time. Right, so we just finished talking about primers. So we just finished talking about the e.l.f. one. So now foundation then. And I think I just said that I had a Primark foundation in here in this Rimmel Match powder, and I've used it all up. So we've brought a new foundation in, and to be honest I think that one's on its way out as well. So we've got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Soft Ivory. So yeah, we're using that at the minute. I don't think there's much left of it at all. Can't see down to the bottom, but I don't think there's much left. Once we've used this one, I'm going to bring in the dewy version of it, just because I've got 2 of them to use up. So been using that a little bit. I think I've only used it twice since I brought it in, because I only brought it in this week. What else do we have? So foundation, concealer. I don't really have one in project pan, so I've just brought this one in. So it's the Revolution Fast Base Concealer. It's in my shop, my stash. I think I'm nearly done with it. I get a feeling I'm nearly done with this. So that can be our project pan concealer. Powder is the Essence All About Matte, is what I'm using at the moment. I think I'm going to start using this to set my eyeshadow down as well when I use the W7 white base, just to get rid of it a little bit quicker. So that's a powder. Also we've got another powder. We've got this one. Not a huge fan of it guys. It's the Collection Sheer Loose powder in Barely There. It's not transparent, as you can see. It's quite peachy, so it does make my makeup look a little bit darker. I have a hard enough time finding foundation as it is, and this can just make it look a little bit darker. So that's that. Bronzer. So we've got a couple that are in project pan. We've got the Chanel one. I've done really well with it. I used this first, and then I put a powder over the top. Can you see how it's expanding even more than it was already? I tend to use, most time when I'm using it, this brush here. So this is the pointed foundation brush. No, sorry, the square foundation brush by Real Techniques, and it's really good for it, so I tend to use that. So yeah, we've still got a ways to go, but I am doing quite well with it, I think. Then we've got another bronzer here. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I've never bought into the hype of this, but I'm doing quite well now on the bronzer, and also the highlight. I don't use the highlight as much as I should, but the bronzer's nearly all gone. So hopefully within the next month I can work on that even more. Right. Oh, another primer that's out of the collection as well. I know there's a little bit left here, but I literally can't scrape that out. I've tried. It's the Japonesque Radiance primer, so that's going in empties. So we've also got this as well. I wouldn't say it's Project Pan, but I am using it every day, so I guess it is kind of Project Pan. I've got another brightener by Maybelline, so I might just bring them in alternately, and that way I won't use this as quick, but you can see there's a healthy dip. Yeah, what I might do is I might put that back in the collection for a while and pull this one out, because you can see there's not that much left there anyway. So yeah, this is the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer, and this one is in 05 Brightener. So this is going to be our Project Pan one to use up. Then the base that I'm using at the moment, I've only got two bases. I've got this one, and I've got one by Doll Beauty that Shab sent to me when I won her giveaway. So I want to use this one up first, and I'm doing quite well with that as well. It's a long time coming, guys, to be honest, but yeah, that's that. Brows. So I've got a few things that I'm using alternately. I use this and have hit pan there, and then when I'm kind of feeling a bit lazy, I kind of go in. I've got a couple of brow gels open. So we've got the Natural Collection Tinted Brow Gel, and I've got a Poundland one somewhere. Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here as well. So it's the Makeup Gallery Slay the Brow. So I use those three products alternately. They're all in Project Pan, I would say. Then we'll go in for blushes. So I've used this a couple of times, not much. It's the Nars Orgasm blush. It's a super size one, and you can see that I've definitely hit pan here. So I need to work on that a little bit more. If it means pulling out less blushes, less powder blushes, that's what I need to do. So yeah, we've got that. There's another blush here by Too Faced. It's one of their minis. So this one is the Love Flush, and it's in the shade Love Hangover. There is a bit of a dip, but not as much as the Orgasm blush. I mean, at least you can see pan on the Orgasm blush, but you can't there. Highlighters. So we've got a few highlighters. I've used this a couple of times, and we're getting a bit of a dip here now. There's definitely a dent there, but it is just so thick. It's really hard to go through highlighters. Let me just see if there's a... It's 10 grams, guys. I didn't realise it was quite as much as that. Most highlighters are like 5 grams, but I can see, if I keep going in here, I can see the waffle now that I've kind of expanded it a little bit. So yeah, it's really, really pretty. It's like a pinky highlighter. It's a cult classic. It's soft and gentle. I've had it years at this point, but it's still alright. So I do want to make more progress there. Then we've got this highlighter here, this Becca one. It's a little bit too dark for me. It's in the shade Opal. I've not used this at all this month. So that's it there. Even though we've hit quite a bit pan, I've not used it. Then I've got another highlighter here. I think it's, yeah, it's Lunch Money. So this one I think I've used once. That's the problem when you have so many products in a project pan. You just want to use them all and give them all equal love. So yeah, there is that. Then I've got 2 lipsticks, and I think that's it. Oh, we've got the PS Pro lipstick. This is a favourite, so I've been trying to use this when I can, and I think I've only used it 1 or 2 times. And I've used this a little bit more. I've used it about 3 or 4 times, but it's still looking like it did a couple of months ago. I mean, there's not much there, so I do want to concentrate on it. the perfume that we've been panning for the last few months I've actually used up. I don't know where it is, but it was the Paco Rabanne Lady Million. If you go to my last video, you'll see that there was quite a bit left. So I brought this one in. And when I brought it in, it was full, guys. It was up here. So I've used quite a bit of this in the last week. So it's Vera Wang's Princess. It's really, really nice. I wouldn't say the scent lasts a long time, though. I'm just going to put some more on now. And I do put quite a bit on. I wouldn't say the scent lasts a long time. But it is a really, really nice perfume. If you like sweet perfumes, I think you'll like it. So, yeah, there is that. And then I don't have many perfumes left. I've got, so it's pointless doing a perfume collection. So I've got these two high-end ones. I've got my Ysl Black Opium and my Dior J'adore perfume. So let's just put these in here a second. And then only two left to use up, because I don't want to use them two up. So we've got the Karl Lagerfeld, and let's put that one back. And then I've got this one that my mum got me a few years back. It's a Japanese cherry blossom, and this one is gorgeous. I brought this one out first, but I thought I'd just work on the Vera Wang Princess first. This one will probably come out next, or the Karl Lagerfeld. And then once these two perfumes have gone, I'd say in 6 months I could get through those perfumes. Then I'm only going to have these two. And that means I need to bring more perfumes into the collection, because these two are my favourites. I would say the Dior one is my favourite, and then this one is quite musky. So the kind of nighttime perfumes when I go out, so I don't really want to go through them. Hang on a minute. Absolutely typical, guys. So what I was saying is, these, once I've used those other two perfumes, these are the only two that I've got. So I've got the Ysl Black Opium. Let me show you this bottle, because you've probably already seen it, but it is absolutely stunning. And you can see it's a full bottle. I do like the scent of it, guys, but it is quite musky. It's quite strong, and it does last. So obviously I do want to use them. I don't want them to go bad or anything, but I want to kind of save them. I mean, this one is definitely my favourite. My mum got me this for my birthday last year. And that's practically a full bottle as well. I barely use them because I use them for special occasions. But there is a new one that I want by Ariana Grande. It's called God Is a Woman, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. So once I've used them two older perfumes, I think I'm just going to buy that. I used to have loads of perfumes. I used to have like 14 perfumes. At the minute I've only got 5. So the other things as well that I've got, if I can find them, they'll be on the bed. Right, so the other things that are in my project pan are this. Can you see it? It's the Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist. So again, we're up to here. So that should be done by next month, I should imagine. And then we've got these two mascaras. I've only just opened this one. So this is the Essence of False Lashes Mascara, Extra Volume and Curl. If you're going to get any of these mascaras I'm talking to you about, get this one, guys, because it is, at the moment, my ride or die. I absolutely love it. Let's see if I can show you the wand. So that's the one there. So those grooves there really push up your lashes. Sorry. There. It's just really, really good. Really, really like it. I didn't like the Lash Princess, so I used this years ago and I loved it. It was when it was really big on YouTube, and it still is to a certain extent. Everyone that I know uses it, or uses one form of this, because they've got different versions out. And when I first started using it, it felt dry. I'm not overly keen on that brush. I prefer the other one that I've just shown you. But together, guys, they look really, really good, and they don't clump. So yeah, I'm using them together. So they're kind of project pan mascaras that I'm using, and I think that's it then. So I've shown you everything. to my knowledge anyway. There is a couple of palettes that I'm using, but I'm going to show you and talk to you about what I've used in my Pan That palette. So that will go up in probably the next few days as well, because I know that's due. I'm sorry that this video has been really late. I'm sure at this point it's been like 6 weeks since my last one. But I just thought I'd sit down and show you all the progress that I've made. So guys, that was my project pan update for, we'll say for March. I'm going to try and keep it on track for April. Actually no, we're mid-April, so the next update will be, we are a little bit behind with these, but it couldn't be helped. I had so much other things to get filmed, and also I didn't film for a week. But yeah, we are really behind with it. As I said in the intro, let me know what you think of the progress I did make. Let me just show you, because I don't want you to think I'm telling porkies. This is the perfume that I've used for the last few months. I can't remember when I rolled it in, but it's been at least 2 or 3 months that I've been using it. There is a little bit left, but it's literally not coming out. Well, there's a bit coming out. It smells absolutely gorgeous. It's literally bits, so I'm going to call it done. It's absolutely gorgeous, this. If you've not had it in your perfume collection, I would highly recommend it. It's in between sweet and musky, I would say. Right up my alley. You know, I prefer a sweet scented spring summer perfume, and I use that all year round. But yeah, I really do like this. I will probably bring it into my collection again in a couple of years. I don't like to get the same perfumes over and over again. I like to get different ones. The next perfume, I think I said it when I was talking earlier about perfumes. So I think I was telling you what perfume I wanted next when I showed you the perfumes that I have in my collection at the moment, and I said that I wasn't going to do a perfume collection just purely because I've only got 5 left in my collection out of 14. I had like 14 last year, I'm sure I did, or the year before it could have been. I need to have a look when I last did a perfume collection, and I'll put it in the cards here so you can go and check it out if you're curious as to what I've used. But yeah, I've only got 5, and I'm hoping to use those free throughout this year. And then I want to get the Ariana Grande. It's called God Is a Woman. It's her latest perfume, and it just smells absolutely amazing, guys. So I do want to get that next. I'm going to keep my Dior one and my YSL one just as like special perfumes when I'm going out and things like that, or just like when I want to smell nice. You know how it is, ladies, you just want to put nice perfume on to make you feel good about yourself. But yeah, this concludes the video. Again, let me know how you think I went on the project pan, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.